And welcome back, everyone, to Dragon Ball Z What If. And Frieza's tail is in my face. Move him over here, frankly. This is not going to be a multi-parter one. This was just the last one in the suggestions for the polls that I lined up originally. So I'm going to, as soon as we're done with this, as soon as I upload this tomorrow, because I pre-record, technically it's for today, but as soon as this is uploaded, I'm actually going to go through and set the next poll for the non-Naruto what-ifs. But until then, and I actually can't remember who gave me the suggestion. I was looking in the book, I'm like, who gave me the suggestion? What if Frieza had been revived during the Buu Arc? So, that raises a lot of questions. A, how would they do it? Because we know that Shenron was... what's the best way? Shenron was used to revive the people Vegeta killed. And then he said, no, we don't need you. And then they can reuse him again in 6 months. Obviously, the Buu Arc is happening well before that. So how would Frieza be brought back? Luckily, we do have an answer to that in Baba. We know Baba can bring back what she did with Goku. She can bring back a person for one day, and that's it. And that's what she did with Goku, and that's what she did with Frieza. It's also what she did with Gohan. Grandpa Gohan, that is. That's what she did with Frieza in the Tournament of Power. So we know Baba can be used. But the question would be why? Why would they bring him back? Do they think he knows something? Which we do know, actually, that he did know about Majin Buu. That he was actually very aware of who Majin Buu was, or what Majin Buu was. And he was impressed by the fact they were able to defeat him. So, it's possible that because the Baba, I believe, is watching this whole ordeal through from the other world with King Yama. It's possible that we see Baba bring Frieza back to try to aid in the fight against Buu. So, to address how this would, as a story would work, Baba goes to maybe King Yama and asks, well, we could bring back, they go, after bringing back Vegeta, they maybe even ask, think about it and say, well, if there's one who might know enough about Buu to be able to defeat him. And so they go and they confront Frieza about it. And Frieza is like, what do you think I know exactly? Yes, I'm aware of Majin Buu, but Majin Buu was well before my time. You really think I can aid you in battle? Is that it? Well, would you rather see the entirety of existence get wiped out? Which theoretically, Buu theoretically has the power, even Kid Buu has the power to destroy the universe, at least in the sense that Buu can systematically destroy everything that's within the universe, just not the universe itself. And so Frieza's looking on, because we know Buu made it to the after. He literally made it to heaven and started beating up on the dead. It's like, hell, great. Buu's here. He's going to beat on you, and you can't die this time. Wonderful. What would happen if he turned him into candy and ate him? You ever stop to think about that? He made it to heaven. He was beating up on corpses, pretty much. The dead. They weren't going to be able to die. But what if he turned them into candy and ate them? What happens there? I mean, first off, he'd gain a halo, I guess. Because I believe Vegito has a halo. Because Vegeta was dead. I don't know what would happen. Put your theories in there. What would happen if Buu ate someone in the other world? But Frieza ultimately just says, very well, but I want your word that I'll be resurrected after this. If it was successful. Well, fine, very well, whatever. We'll work on it. And so Frieza shows up probably around the same time that Goku and Vegeta are trying to fight Buuhan. And failing, unfortunately. So Frieza just comes in, fires a death ball, which does hit Buuhan. It's like, what is this? What? Frieza? I'm like, Frieza? Don't get it twisted, monkeys. I'm not here to save you. I'm simply here to get my just rewards by return to this mortal world. But if it means aiding you in combat, now if it means aiding you in combat, I would begrudgingly agree. After, of course, I throw up. And so it's like, what is, how could you? And Goku just to me is like, we don't really have time for this, Vegeta. Seriously, whatever. Just stay out of our way. And again, they're trying to gang up on Buuhan, who just finally throws it off. Eventually, they're all getting beat on like hell. And eventually, they have to use the Patara. And turn into Vegito. Vegito ultimately starts beating on him. Frieza's looking on, like, oh, well, it seems I don't really have to do that much after all. But still, and then unfortunately, this results in Buuhan eating Frieza, which really wouldn't add anything comparatively in terms of power levels. Frieza gets complacent, gets eaten. Then Vegito gets eaten. Then they cut everyone out of there. Frieza gets taken back out of Buu. Evil Kid Buu shows up. Frieza's able to kind of wake up. It's like, because he's dead, maybe his what's the best way to put it? Maybe he's not as affected by like whatever the anesthetic of being knocked out in there would be like. And basically they have to get out of there. Goku, basically the fight with Kid Buu and Vegeta and everyone on the Kai's world goes about the same. However, Frieza is busy just watching on. And Vegeta also is like, don't get any ideas. No, believe me, you're dead just as I am. Even if I wanted to shoot you in the back, you wouldn't die. So yeah. Ultimately, though, Goku does the Spirit Bomb, beats Kid Buu. Vegeta gets resurrected, and just as promised, Frieza is allowed to be resurrected as well, which now does lead into something. See, Beerus said he would have killed Frieza had Goku and the others not gotten to it first. Well, Frieza's alive here. I think he gets paid a visit by a big purple cat to come. Beerus, what's he doing? I came here to simply to finish you off, Frieza. Though tell me, I heard you escaped death once. How did you manage to do that? I aided in the death of in the defeat of Majin Buu. Was it? Oh, something heroic of you, Frieza. Well, I can't say I'm very. I can't say I'm not. Surprised by such antics. Oh, well, surprised enough to let me live? Not quite. And just he Kai's Frieza out of existence. Just because he's Beerus and he can do that. So without Frieza existing, we now have a big problem in the remainder of the series. Not through Battle of Gods, not even through Resurrection F. In fact, Frieza not being around at all, period, really makes Resurrection F kind of... I guess you could turn it into Resurrection C, turn it into the Resurrection King Cold, although I think his Cold is spelled with a K, so Resurrection K. And maybe you get Golden Cold. Goku Super Saiyan Blue, they would still come in and wreck shop. But honestly, I don't really even think King Cold cares that much. Maybe because he's back from the dead, he cares enough to be like, see... We're going to take them both all down. Every one of those little dirty Saiyans. Maybe you get something like that. But even so, King Cold would still get his teeth kicked in. You then have to fast forward all the way to the Tournament of Power. And again, there is a very big problem here. There's no Frieza. Hey, can we think of someone to fill in Frieza's shoes? Unless they want to go out of their way in the universe to find Broly, I can't think of anyone except for maybe Yamcha who could fill in Frieza's shoes. And I just mean as a placement slot. But because of that, and again, this is assuming they don't look into the universe to find Broly on this planet. Because of that, they're going to be, even Broly, who is strong, Broly's probably going to be knocked out, if they do use Broly, before he ever is able to fully transform and fully get as powerful as he needs to get. Broly is arguably, mind you, stronger than Jiren. But we never actually see that full capability of that power comparatively. We have yet to have an actual... Jiren has not come back yet in the actual story, in the manga or otherwise. So we have not seen a comparison of Broly to Jiren, to Moro, to Granola to Frieza Black to Cell Max or Beast Gone. We haven't seen any of those comparisons yet. But yeah, Broly's, because he's probably going to view, Jiren will probably view Broly, especially as Broly gets going, like Kale, where, oh no, I need to put you down quick or you're actually going to become a problem. And even if Broly did manage to make it a good ways in there, I don't think you're going to have a scenario where Goku's going to get his energy restored because of like Frieza did that. So, honestly, this wouldn't look good for Universe 7 at all without Frieza or someone of his equivalency being there. So honestly, I think Universe 7 bites it in the tournament of power, and then that means you're shit out of luck for the rest of the universes, because I don't think Jiren is going to wish for the universes to come back. Which means then Zeno squishes all of existence. And that's the end of Dragon Ball. So yeah, if they had brought back Frieza, and because he probably would have been asking for his resurrection as a payment for help saving the day, Beerus would have killed him, because at very minimum he would have killed him. At worst, he would have erased him. Now, if he does kill him, then we would just go through the motions again of everything that happened. But if he erases him, which is very possible he does, there's no bringing him back, which means there is a very big problem now. So yeah, Frieza kind of being resurrected in the Buu Arc really screws over everyone else, because he's kind of necessary at the end of the series. I don't know. Now, that's just my opinion. Like I said, this is just going to be a one-shot. I'll then put up the new poll sometime today. This pre-recorded Friday, but up on Saturday. I'll put up the new poll before I go to work, basically. Until then, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.